There were a couple of patches beneath the masking tape where moisture had obviously got in and caused a little bit of surface corrosion. I quickly cleaned that up with a Scotch-Brite wheel. I live within 6 hitting range from a surf beach, and salt air is always battling to destroy every piece of precious metal in the shed. So before going any further, I apply Bow Shield. Here in New Zealand it's sold as bicycle chain lube, but I believe it was developed by Boeing to prevent aeroplane parts from corroding. You'll think I'm mad for doing this, but I put car polish on freshly painted parts before reassembly. It's really easy to ingrain new soft paint with greasy hand marks that you can't wipe off with solvent. Well, you can try. To avoid all of that, I slap on some car polish which makes everything super slick and easy to wipe off. I've covered bluing in past videos, but I thought I'd bring it up again as this is a case of how I typically apply it. A pile of old parts that need touching up. They've been cleaned, but that's about it in the way of prep. I want to show how easy it is to get good results if you just slap some solution over the top of the existing bluing without fussing too much over preparation. This pile of parts only took minutes to transform. The first assembly job is to attach the rack gear. Not super complicated. Next, it's time to hang the lead screw, but before that, the oil light bushings need pressing into the 2 brackets. This was straightforward for the smaller of the 2 brackets. For the larger bracket I had to resort to using a G-clamp as my vise was just a tiny bit too small. And here's the end bracket assembly. First is a collar and grub screw. This is an important piece. It presses the lead screw towards the tightening nut on the end and is what prevents the lead screw moving laterally. Next along is a spacer and pin. This does nothing except take up the space that accommodates the optional hand wheel. The other end is less complicated. The bracket simply slides onto the lead screw. Damn it! The oil light bushings are obviously a wee bit too tight. They were fine when I checked them out of the packet, but I guess pressing them into the bracket slightly compressed them. I picked up a new 5/8 reamer. Should do the job. Somta, made in South Africa. How about that? I hope it doesn't choke. Running a large reamer through brass is like cutting through butter, smooth and easy. And with that, the rest of the assembly goes together no problem. I know this has been a bit of a short video. I had to decide how to split the last few up. We're only a couple, maybe 3 videos from the finish. Next week the headstock, and I guess after that we'll be flicking the switch.